Well, hello. I am trying to cook us some Christmas dinner here in the truck. Uh, in ways that you really, cooking things that you're not supposed to cook in a truck, and in ways that probably don't make sense in a truck. But I want to make some hors d'oeuvres, and I don't really have a lot to work with here. We've got a little bit of bacon wrapped pork, some potatoes, and some mushrooms. I'm going to try to make some stuffed mushrooms. Don't tell the hippie. I don't have a lot to work with, so it's going to be, probably not the best. But I am going to rinse these off as you are supposed to do. I don't always follow the rules, though, just FYI. All right, so I've got these fresh mushrooms, and it's from the Quick Trip, that's my option. And I'm gonna just go ahead and try to make a little cheesy mushroom filling. Put them in the air fryer, so you can see perfect kitchen situation. Here we go. All right, guys. A while back, my Manfrotto tripod thing it just got loose, so it would be like, you probably saw some of my videos where I'd be shooting and all of a sudden, boop. So I'm kind of not in the ideal scenario for shooting this video also, but, what are you going to do? So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to go ahead and try to remove the stems. Uh-oh, I already broke one. I already broke it. Stem removed. I don't have a bowl. That's also kind of a problem. That one was easy. But I will make do. I shall persevere. I know, you're thinking, there's only 2 of you. How are you guys going to eat all of this and eat? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Foibles. This guy fell on the floor. So, you're thinking, how are you going to eat all of this, all these mushrooms, and then also turn around and eat bacon wrapped pork, loin, and potatoes? And the hippie just got in, so he knocked over my camera. That's helpful. But the fact is we don't really have a lot of refrigerator room. So if we don't eat it now, it's going in the trash. So we're going to probably try to eat it all. And if we can't, then it's going in the trash. All right. That's the last one, you guys. So we got that done. I'm going to use this as my bowl. How handy, correct? How handy. All right, another not very helpful cooking tip for you guys. We don't have any napkins. And that could be trouble. So I'm going to take the stems, as it were. I'm going to put them in here. This little makeshift bowl situation. And I'm gonna try to squish them up. Squishing ain't working. Okay, first I'm gonna chop them. I do have a knife and a cutting board because I bought those the other day at the Dollar General because we didn't have anything like that. So I'm gonna cut them up, try to mince them, as it were. I can't show you guys because I can't do both at once, so I'll show you in a moment. All right, I minced the stems, and as you can see, I got some sharp cheddar and some Parmesan sprinkles here. I'm gonna mix that up in my makeshift bowl with some butter. Try to insert it back into these guys and see if that can be considered a stuffed mushroom. If you've ever eaten with the hippie, or even more so, cooked something for the hippie, you might be aware he's not afraid to tell you what he thinks. So If it's not a win, I'll be eating it all myself. That's the way it's going to work, probably. All right, here you can see I put a little butter in here into this mixture. Not as much as I planned on because it started running everywhere. Everything is, you know, kind of done in strange ways in here. So my next goal is to take some of this and also not be in the light the whole time. And bring it into these guys. Like, oh, it's better than that, hopefully. That was a fail. Kind of a fail, you guys. But you get the picture. I'm going to squish it in there. I think I'm going to need to get a little bit more butter for the outside of the mushrooms. I don't know. I don't have enough butter to go crazy. You know what I mean? Here is my makeshift butter melting bowl. I know, you guys. This is like Ina Garden. That's for sure. Or Ina Garden? It might be Ina Garden. All right. As you can hopefully see, they are stuffed with cheese, butter, and chopped up mushroom parts. And oh gosh, there's some butter in here in my makeshift butter bowl. Hold on, guys, I can't do this all with one hand. Hold on. Sorry, earthquake. All right, there they are in the air fryer. We have a tiny air fryer. It's that we didn't want to go crazy and buy a really super expensive one because first of all, we don't have a lot of space, but secondly, we weren't sure how much we were going to like it or use it, so we wanted to go small and inexpensive when we bought this air fryer. So it meets our needs on the most part. It really does. But there we go. We're stacked double high on a couple spots, but let's see how this works out. I did sprinkle a little melty butter on top of those to try to get them to cook up nice. And I think I'm going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper on there before I pop them in. All right, here is the midway cooking point. As you can see, we're getting melty. And that little guy right there, he's pretty soft, but I'm going to give it a little more time. Make sure those bigger ones get, you know, squishy and cooked so they're not just all earthy and dirt flavored, because you know how mushrooms sometimes taste a little like dirt. So here we go, back in for another couple minutes. So it's been a couple of years since I made stuffed mushrooms, and you know, last time I made them in an apartment with an oven and like, you know, probably sausage or something. I don't even remember what I put in them last time, but probably. And so I put them in the air fryer for 10 minutes. Not really even sure how hot I have it turned on because it's dark up there. But I'm hoping that, you know, in the next 10 minutes, I get a feel for whether or not they're cooking well or not. I'm not that picky, so other than the gluten thing, I'm pretty easy to please. So I'll probably be happy even if they don't turn out like super awesome. But hopefully they turn out okay, you know. I don't want to ruin Christmas again or whatever. Anyway, hopefully you haven't fallen asleep yet. All right, here they are resting. They are an hors d'oeuvre. I bought these also at the Dollar General for $1. And I'm glad I did. But, oh, I almost dumped those on the floor. So they are resting. I did try one to make sure they didn't taste too earthy, and I thought they turned out pretty good for having a very small amount of ingredients to make them out of. Of course, you know, Hippie will tell me his real opinion in a few minutes when he comes back. He's checking us into this warehouse. But I'm going to get started on some potatoes. We often pick up at the quick stop. I can't remember what it's called right now. We get these, the little potato company potatoes. We get this one's roasted red pepper and onion. We get another one more often than this one, but we just had those last night. So we're gonna make these. They come out really good. They're small potatoes, so they cook pretty fast in the little tiny air fryer we have. and they come out really nice and soft, and they have a nice seasoning packet in there, so that's really helpful for those of you who do not have a lot of seasonings with you on the road. So I'm going to get these started next while the mushrooms are resting. And look at that, there's Pooper. As you can see, the whole container fits in there pretty good. Like I said, they're little tiny guys. Seasoning on them, and they're probably going to take about 15 minutes, and then I can pop the pork loin in there and call it a meal. Once again, sorry about all the moving. All right, folks, here's the bacon wrapped pork loin, and they're really inexpensive. They're like $2 a piece or something, you know, high quality food. But they actually, Quick Trip, that's what it's called, Quick Trip. They're actually pretty nice for $1.99, and I think that's the sale price. I don't know if that's the everyday price, but they come out pretty good in the air fryer. I'm going to throw some salt and pepper on there. We also have some kiwi barbecue sauce we picked up at the Pepper Palace at the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota the other day that I plan on trying on mine. And I think I'll probably put a little bit of this leftover mixture on the top as a garnish when it's over. But I'm prepping these for the next step. All right, this is outfit 2.0 because I was getting hot in my ugly Christmas sweater dress. But the good news is Hippie ate like 4 of the mushrooms, and from what I can tell, he didn't spit any in the trash. Uh-oh, he's making the barfy face over there. I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't die. Anyway, I salt and peppered the pork. The potatoes are probably getting pretty good. I'm going to probably shake them up a little bit right now and squish a little one to see how it's feeling, and see if we can't finish making this meal. All right, here's the potatoes after they come out of the air fryer. They're not super buttery right now because I didn't want to spend all of our butter on them. But as you can see, ow, maybe you can't see, but they are hot. But they are squishy also. So they should be good. I'm going to cover them up with a little foil so they will stay hot until our pork is done. Well, here we are at maybe around the halfway point. Not sure yet if that's quite halfway, but they're getting there. Let's keep going. All right, folks, they're starting to look pretty good. I'm going to leave them in for just a couple more minutes. They are pork, although I recently read that pork doesn't have to be cooked as long as they used to think. But I'm going to leave them in for a couple more minutes, and then I think it's food time. Food time. All right, friends, if you stuck it out this long, you must be sticking it out for the whole meal. So here it is, bacon wrapped pork loin, a little bit of stuffed mushroom, leftover goodness on top, some key lime barbecue sauce from the Pepper Palace at the Mall of America, and some baby potatoes, all made in an air fryer and all made for Nomadic Hippie. Hopefully he likes it. All right, so there you have it, folks. You can make food in an air fryer, in a truck, without all the proper ingredients, no counter space, and not really a lot of cooking know-how. The hippie, he does have a refined palate compared to me, so he's eating it. I haven't seen him throw anything away yet. So I think it can be done. It's not always easy. It's not always the ideal conditions, but if your significant other is telling you they can't make a good dinner because they don't have marble countertops, it could be a trick. Could be a trick. I don't know. Marble countertops would help. But thanks for watching this video. I hope it's not too long. And please like and subscribe. I don't cook in videos very often, but I have to cook in the truck sometimes, and this is Christmas, so I had to make us something to eat because we're out in the middle of rural Minnesota waiting to leave probably in the middle of the night. So once again, thanks for watching, thanks for being friends, Have a Merry Christmas.